Welcome back to our mini mental health trainings. I'm going to briefly cover some of the resources available in Erie County and cover some of the services provided by Crisis Service. Throughout this training, you'll develop a familiarity with various forms of mental health services, create a baseline knowledge of the language used to describe various types of treatment, and have the ability to describe these types of treatment to those you are interacting with. Crisis Service is a big resource in Erie County and provides a variety of services. These services include our Advocate Program, which has the SANE program, the Sexual Violence Prevention Program, therapy, elder abuse case management, and the domestic violence sexual assault hotline and case management. Some of these case managers can be found in police stations as well as colleges. We also have the crisis counseling program, which is our hotline. It's a 24/7 crisis line that can be reached through the 3131 or through the National Suicide Hotline. We also have the Erie County Domestic Violence Hotline and the Kids Helpline and the Substance Abuse Hotline, which is not on there. And we have the Emergency Mental Health Response Services, which includes the Mobile Transitional Support, Crisis Intervention Team, Crisis Case Management, Crisis Intervention Team Training, and also Mobile Outreach. The department that goes out into the field and provides mental health assessments is the Mobile Outreach Team. So you may come across these teams a lot in the field. Mobile Outreach provides on-site face-to-face mental health evaluations with the goal being to maintain a client safety in the community and prevent unnecessary presentations at local psychiatric emergency rooms. So Mobile Outreach is a hospital diversion program, and it is their job to make sure people don't unnecessarily need to go to ECMC. They are the designees through Erie County that do the 945 evaluations. They are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on holidays and overnight. They'll have an on-call team. They also can provide lethality assessments. If you're on site with someone who is suicidal and you feel like you need a more in-depth lethality assessment, that's something they can provide. They can also provide rapid linkage to mental health treatment, usually within 5 business days. They are a jail diversion program for individuals that commit low-level crimes that's due to their mental health. And so instead of them going to jail, Mobile Outreach will link them up with the services that they need in order to help with their mental health. They also provide trauma response services for people who have been through a traumatic incident, and these can include things like suicide, sudden death of a child, or even larger scale events such as like the plane crash in Clarence. If someone is struggling but not necessarily in a crisis enough to go to CPEP, there are a variety of crisis and drop-in centers around Buffalo. ECMC has a help center that is, well, the ramp's going to be taken down soon, but it was before the ramp in that glass building. They have their help center can provide linkages to mental health treatment very quickly, and they can talk to someone that day. Best Self also has a drop-in center available for their clients. Restoration Society runs the Empowerment Academy, and a very good resource is the Renewal Center, which is open every day, 3 to 11, and can actually provide transportation for people in Erie County that wish to go there. These centers can provide a place for people to talk to peers, counselors, a nurse, hang out, play games. So anyone that is, struggling with their mental health, but it's not necessarily appropriate for ECMC, they can keep themselves safe, one of these centers might be a good idea for them. Outpatient services is one of the services you'll hear people say that they're linked with. Treatment includes one-on-one counseling with a counselor. They also can see a psychologist, and they also can have group counseling. They offer services like case management and peer support too. If someone says they wish to be linked with an outpatient, many outpatient facilities offer walk-in hours. I don't know if that's currently happening because of COVID. However, they can usually they offer walk-in hours, which means there is no wait time. Or you can call crisis services to help, and crisis services can help link them with a counselor. Some of the outpatients in the area that you will probably hear about if someone says they're linked with them is Best Self Behavioral Health Health, Endeavor, Spectrum, Horizons, and ECMC Outpatient are just some of them. There are a lot of them in the South Towns. There's Community Concerns, which just switched over to something else, and Bryland Outpatient. There's a lot of them, but these are the big ones that if you hear these names, that's what the person is referring to. Assertive community treatment, or ACT, is a team, is a more intense mental health treatment that provides services in the community for those individuals who do not do well with traditional treatment. It usually includes a team of a nurse, social worker, psychiatrist, and vocational counselor. They have 24-hour on-call support. People must meet a requirement to be eligible for this team. However, this is a team that instead of the person going to the outpatient, they will come to the person in their home in the community. And it's for those individuals who need the treatment but won't necessarily do well in traditional treatment. Personalized recovery oriented services, or PROS programs. These are through outpatient facilities. They're personalized outpatient programs that focus on helping individuals manage symptoms and teach them life skills. Usually it's a day program. It could vary how long the person is there depending on which skills they're doing. This program can include things like living skills, coping skills, and job skills, and it's tailored to fit the individual and what the individual needs the most help with. Outpatients also provide substance abuse counseling. I think almost every outpatient does substance abuse counseling now. However, Horizon Health Services is a very big outpatient that does help with substance abuse counseling. Just like outpatient for mental health, substance abuse services can include individual group counseling, and also the frequency of the treatment depends on the counselor's recommendation. So people, depending on what they need, may go more or less than other people. For individuals who need more intense substance abuse treatment, there's detox and also residential services. Detox is for people who are going through withdrawal from alcohol or benzodiazepines and sometimes opiates. Your ECMC usually will only take people experiencing withdrawal from alcohol or benzodiazepines. The two detoxes in Buffalo can be found at ECMC and also 291 Elm Street. After detox, people who still need more intense help can go into a residential program such as Horizon Village in Sanborn. Care management is a supportive service with the goal of helping individuals maintain stability in the community. Case managers will work in both mental health or housing services, and they can also be licensed or non-licensed. Case management can be found through outpatient health services such as GBON. And for the CIT departments, Crisis Services also has a CIT case management program to help. For families or individuals who may need extra support, both NAMI, or the National Alliance for Mental Illness, and the Mental Health Association are allies for mental health and their families. So if you come across a family who may need some extra support, I highly recommend providing them with NAMI's information. They can go right on the website, and there is support groups, and there are wonderful people that work there that can help families who have individuals that have mental illness. It can help them through some things. For those individuals who are still in a crisis and need hospitalization, Erie County has 3 hospitals. However, ECMC is the only 939 hospital that allows 941s and 945s. So ECMC is the only hospital that is allowed to take 941s and 945s. However, there are 2 more psychiatric hospitals in Erie County. Bryland Hospital is a private hospital that has no emergency room. If someone would like to go there, they need to call and do an intake for admission. Again, you cannot 941 there, but if somebody doesn't need a 941, doesn't meet 945, but they still would like to go to the hospital, Bryland might be a good option. They just need to call, do an intake, and get admitted there. It might be a good option if they still want to go to the hospital. And then finally, Buffalo Psychiatric Center is a hospital, but the individuals need to meet very strict criteria and cannot just be dropped off or called there for admission. They need to be accepted by BPC, and they need to meet those requirements. So that also does not have an emergency room, so do not take people there. If you come across someone who is in need of help, the following numbers are going to be really useful. So we have Crisis Services, which helps with all those services. Probably if you needed a mental health evaluation, lethality assessment, if someone needs to talk to someone, that's crisis services number. If you come across someone that's homeless or someone in need of shelter, 211 is the number for that. For children, which we didn't really get into, but for children 17 and under, Spectrum Cares is the crisis response unit that takes care of 17 and under. That's their number there. And for individuals who'd like help with substance abuse, the substance abuse hotline can help link them with treatment very quickly. So it's a very good number to also have. So these are the main numbers to remember if you're not going to remember any other numbers. Thank you for watching, and please feel free to contact me with any questions or concerns. Thank you.